All right. Welcome to the Elite Investor Podcast, where we shine a light on investors that's killing it in the industry. And I got a special guest here today, my guy, CJ Yamada, man. This is an honor to
Hey guys.
have you here today, man.
No,
Thank you for coming
thank
in,
for
man.
having me.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Yeah, thanks, bro.
so let's just start off with where you from. I want to hear your origin story, your foundation of like where you from and how you came up, because that's big for the viewers to know the foundation, the core of who you are and how you got to where you are. So
Yeah. It took me a while to start up, building my foundation. I came from Japan originally, born and raised. Back in 2008, during my college, I came to California
mhm.
just to study English. I was like backpacking all over the world, all over in Japan, Bali, Australia, and China. And my dad was like, "Why don't you go to America, see a bigger one?" So he basically sent me to a language school here in California, 2008. Didn't speak any English. I was so damn like didn't know how to ask, where my bathroom is, where my bus stop was, and that was tough. Going to the bar and trying to talk to girls, didn't make sense.
Right,
So
right.
hitting my head into the bathroom doors and so tough. But that triggered something inside of myself, and I decided to pursue this, right?
Right.
So I study English 8 hours a day, 2 years in a row, no break, no skipping, no rainy ticket, anything. And here I am. I'm stuck in this country.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
have to go through a whole like obstacle just to even be able to
Yeah, just to
communicate with
live. Yeah, just
America.
communicate. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's crazy because going from that and then going into the ventures where you are in real estate now, because you're killing it in real estate as one of Vegas's biggest investors. How did you, how did you that spark you to get into real estate? Like, were you always interested in real estate or
No,
investing?
no, no. My dad is in a real estate back in Japan,
Okay,
developer and
okay.
agent. It was like, I guess in my subconscious mind, but I wasn't dreaming anything like this at all. My career started as a sales. I was selling advertising and selling solar panels and knocking doors, making a bunch of phone calls. One of those like a solar guys,
Hmm.
and I was, you know, killing it, top 1% in the largest solar companies, and was making good money.
Hmm.
And I started my solar sales business too, but I found out I was trading my time
Hmm.
to make a rich lifestyle and not a wealthy at all. And
Right.
also, I had a huge tax issue, especially I was living in California at that
Oh,
time.
so he was making money and had
Yeah,
tax
making
issues.
money, and found out more than 1 month I was working for state of California, and they
Hmm.
took all the money. So I was like, it shouldn't be like this. What are other people doing? I started searching, on YouTube, podcast, reading books. I wake up 4 a.m. every morning and 60 minutes to study, whatever my interest is.
Hmm.
So I was opening, little doors every day and found out commercial real estate is the way to go. So I started going to networking event, mastermind group, finding coaches, and now I do, yeah, mainly commercial syndication deals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you ever dabble it with the single family? I know a lot of people start in the single family just to build up their
I was
confidence.
going to, and YouTube and podcasts. When you click something, it suggests you something similar, right?
Right.
Algorithm. And then I was hopping, and ended up being my favorite. I decided on commercial real estate.
Right. I
Yeah.
love that. So tell me a little bit about how sales translated into what you do now, how important it is.
Yeah, yeah. So 5 years ago, my wife and I sat down together to achieve financial freedom.
Hmm.
Okay. Financial freedom means income from real estate is more than the bills you're paying every month.
Right.
And also, our definitions were location freedom. We wanted to work wherever we want to work, not like a traffic commute or a desk office. Time freedom,
Yeah.
wherever you want to work, not office hours, paid vacation. I want to work whenever I want to work.
Yeah.
And so we define a clear picture in a couple of years at that point to achieve those freedom. Yeah, here I am. I currently uh, invested in 450 doors. 200 is apartment, and 250, 260 are assisted living facilities.
Okay.
And we're closing 173 units in Florida, assisted living facility, and 104 units in California.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys got a niche. Senior living is more of like the niche for you guys
Yeah.
to invest
Yeah.
in. What
Yeah.
made you guys go that route?
It just happened. Like network is net worth.
Yeah.
That's my belief. So
Network is network.
network is net worth. So who you know changes your career. I was crazy networking, going to mastermind, coaching event, conference, and stay in touch with them. And one of my networks called me one day. Uh, he has a deal under contract, 49 units assisted living facility
Okay.
in Wisconsin. And originally from Japan, I wasn't super clear with where Wisconsin was
Hmm.
even. Look at the numbers, and Wisconsin has great government subsidies for senior housing businesses. If we want, we can charge 100% income from the government, and that increases 7 to 9% annually, historically. So forced appreciation with the system. Yeah, 49 units grew up to 259 within like a 2 hour drive in Madison, Wisconsin. As I said, but the network in Wisconsin brought us to now Tampa, Florida.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
guys everywhere pretty much. Are you guys planning to spread out and kind of are you guys have like a certain demographic or place that you guys like?
No, we buy a lot of good deals. A potential downside in assisted living facility, you have to cook, you have to provide the
You
cares.
got to have a full staff that
Correct.
that makes
Correct.
sense.
So you can't just geography expand and then let it run by itself. You
Right.
have to have a good management system. That's why 259 in units in Madison 2 hours area is working great
Yeah.
because labor force, provider, referral source, we have everything in one place.
Right. Right.
And Tampa as well. So we go anywhere as long as there is a good operator.
I love that. And I
Yeah.
love that the fact that senior living has that business aspect to it. So you
Yeah.
still feel like you're running a business, not necessarily just have the property managers and check on.
Correct.
You actually have to accommodate the tenants and the staff and find good people to manage it.
Yeah.
So I love that. How do you guys vet like the staff? Do you guys have a team that goes out and finds good staff for you or
Yeah, so we started in Wisconsin with a property management company,
okay.
and then they basically ruined us. They basically stole our money. So we kind of forced to start our own, so vertically integrated.
Oh,
My
love that.
partner owns the property management companies now, and we give them equity as well.
Okay.
So they hustle not to earn the fees only, but for the result, right?
Yeah.
And I'm heavily connected to Wisconsin assisted living board members,
Okay.
and they have also connection with Florida board members.
Nice.
So now we are making strong teams in Florida, basically doing the same thing. We give a little equity, not only the fees, so that they have the ownership
Okay.
and let them let them run. We have a specific KPIs and parameters doing the management,
Hmm.
making sure we start meeting twice a week, once a week, uh, twice a month, and a long run, we just have to meet probably 10, 20 minutes every month.
I love that. And
Yeah.
then one thing we talk about here a lot is vertical integration, and that's basically building a web around your business, having those different flows of income or flows of business around your core business, and
Yeah.
that helps scale so much when it comes to
Yeah.
real estate and any other business, having those outside
Yeah.
businesses kind of collaborate on that one to help you build that overall bottom line for yourself. That's huge. So what made you come up with that was just that you seen a need in that, like it was
Yeah. Yeah.
something.
Yeah. And you don't have to own the real estate. and own the business and also own the property management company necessary. You
Yeah.
just have to find a good partner with a great experience and integrity,
Right.
and make the agreement a win-win. When you do, let's say, your real estate investors and
Hmm.
property management from scratch, you're basically nobody in experience.
Right.
So you want to find a good, that's why I'm saying network is net worth. You want to find a good one and give them a little, win when
Right.
they perform. If it's win-win, that's going to work.
I love
Yeah.
that. And partnerships and collaboration are huge in any
Yeah.
business, but especially in real estate. Like
Yeah.
it's we plan on partnering with people, and that's kind of how we built our business. We built it with partners. Like at first I wanted to go in solo and let me just figure it all by myself, and then I
Yeah.
realized like you need a track record, you need people with experience, and in some deals you need sponsors. Did you guys ever have to go down that route where you need like a sponsor, you have to partner with somebody
Yeah,
to
yeah,
use for
that's why
leverage?
that's what we are team. I mainly do asset management after close, mainly looking at the cash flow,
Right.
cash management, and before close, I raise capital,
Okay.
right? But let's say assisted living facility, when it comes to regulation, license matter, building construction maintenance matter, caregiver hiring, training, firing process matter. I don't do much. I
Right.
just get report and from other ownership, and they do excellent job.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah,
then what about the capital raising aspect? What are some of the keys to raising capital? Because that's one of the gaps that we kind of wanted to bridge in our business. We see a lot of operators that need capital. There's deals everywhere,
yeah,
but capital is the key
yeah,
to closing the deals.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So most recent deal in Tampa, Florida, we were raising 7.5 millions,
okay.
and my first email raised about $2 million within 30
You
days.
raised you raised $2 million with one email?
One email.
Wow. Okay.
7.5 is not only me, right?
Yeah.
I have a team,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Definitely.
my single email raised 2 millions. But after 1 month, we reached 9.5 millions, and we stop
Okay.
in terms of stock commitment, like reservation wise.
Mhm.
So when you have great network and great deals, it surprisingly works so easily.
Mhm.
But I don't want your listener to get it wrong. It didn't happen like a one night swing, right?
Right.
I started building this 5 years ago when I started in real estate, but also I was in a solar business 10 years, and I
Mhm.
kept staying in touch through my solar businesses.
Right.
A lot of them are open to listen to me because we had a good relationship.
Right.
And even before 10 years, I had friends and families trying to support me. So it takes time. You
Mhm.
can just find a big investor and pick him up and ask him to send you $1 million.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
like a farming business.
Seeds.
Yeah,
You got to
you don't
plant your
want to. You
seeds.
can't hunt. You know, increase the size of the farm, plant seeds, water them, nurture them. It takes time. So what I do is I go to a couple conferences every year, and I host my meetup. As you know, the member wise, it's 1,050 members in Las Vegas. I started with nothing 3 years ago,
Hmm.
but I do host that every month, and
So if you guys are in Vegas, make sure you guys
yeah,
come tap
make
in.
sure you call me. I buy a drink, guys.
Yeah, I love it.
Uh, yeah, so meetup and networking group. My goal is to add 5 new contacts every week. Maybe Zoom, maybe shake hands, go to
Hmm.
in-person network, whatever, and then send out monthly, email to add value to them, like
Right.
industry updates and what I'm doing, what I'm looking for, new deals, deal performance, those kind of thing.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love how you got KPIs for yourself, like personal KPIs.
Yeah.
So key performance indicators being that you have a certain goal that you need to hit. He needs five new people every week, and that's his focus, and it allows for efficiency in the business.
Yeah, that has to be related to your long-term goal,
Yeah.
lifetime 10 years, 3 years, this year,
Yeah.
and monthly.
Because people start to set those big goals and they don't ever have those small
Yeah.
objectives that it actually take, those small steps that it take to get there.
Unfortunately, you were one of five a couple of years
Hey, yeah,
ago.
but I'm here now. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, but we stay in touch and we are nurturing the relationship. Yeah.
exactly. Nurturing a relationship. How do you, what's some of the strategies you use to nurture relationships now?
Monthly email.
Monthly emails?
Make sure you add value, not trying to sell anything. Meet up how it went, industry update, and also in your political principle,
Mm,
when you have 100 contacts, 20% of people will give you 80% of support.
right.
Okay.
80
So
20 rule.
yeah,
Yeah.
80/20 rule.
Yeah.
So 20 times 24% of people gives 96% of result.
Wow.
It's same as your CRM.
Yeah.
So I want to know who they are. When you have a strong relationship, which takes a lot of time, and someone has a big net worth, which
Hmm.
is rare, you want to mark them as a VIP.
Right.
Okay. And not only monthly email contents, but also I individually, personally check in with them, maybe monthly or bi-monthly,
Hmm.
making sure our relationship is not only status quo, but growing.
Wow.
So you want to know who your VIPs are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just constantly touching them, constantly
Add
just like
value.
adding value.
Add
Yeah.
value.
Adding value is big.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit more about that, like how you add value to the people that you in those relationships. What's some of the ways?
Yeah. So let's say you are raising capital and looking at the real estate deals every day.
Mm,
A lot of things start like a being normal to your life, but let's say my friend who is a busy lawyer in Orange County, California,
mm,
he has no like a real estate updates. He doesn't have no any time, right?
right.
So in email or maybe text message, hey, a senior housing industry, we have 10,000 people retiring every day,
Okay.
and then $30,000 bed shortage is growing every single year.
Right.
So we have to do something as a nation to help those senior citizens, which is very normal to me.
Yeah.
I live in this industry, but that information is very new to him.
Wow.
So that's like a value add.
Yeah.
Or when we host a speaker at the meetup, we get like a 3 highlights or 5 highlights, share that with my people. That's a
Mm,
huge value add. Something like that, a conference
I love it.
updates, industrial date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I like that because even speaking about what we do is a little bit more, we like content. We
Hmm.
like to create content because it gets us in front of people
Yeah.
and it brings awareness to us. But then getting into that, how do you create content towards people? Most people they space out when they're creating content. I like what you do because
Yeah.
you take that documentation and turn it into your
So yeah,
creation. I
here's the
love that.
trick, guys. You are like writing songs and singing songs.
Yeah.
I'm a DJ. I don't write the songs. I pick up the good songs
Hey.
and put it on a little disc and let people dance.
Yeah.
And result, I don't know, but I don't have time and I don't have enough, you know, deep insight to write everything in every single industry. So when I received a good email,
Mm-hmm.
such as layout, such as content,
Yeah.
I have share folder with my assistant.
Mm-hmm.
She received that email, and every month she reviews it, and we try to DJ it.
I love that. So you got this is a hack because most people try to create stuff, make stuff up. And when you could take certain pieces, certain information, and then put it in and create it and redistribute it as your own with your own twist on it, that changes the game. That
Yeah,
allows you to have so much more value to give to people. So that's big. That's actually a gem right there for
yeah,
sure. Because most
yeah,
people will sit there like, what kind of information do I have to give, or what value do I have to bring? But you can pull something that you think is valuable
yeah,
and then redistribute it to your people that haven't seen that.
yeah.
So I
Or
love
just
that.
rewrite it with a chat GPT
Yeah,
and then make it your
yeah.
own content.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
you guys
remix
hacks
it.
for sure. Get the remix in.
Yeah,
You know the remixes always go hard. So
yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Awesome. So tell us a little bit, what's some of the obstacles you face in your business now, and then how did you overcome them?
It's always like a capital. So real estate is a finding and funding.
Right.
Want to find a good deal and also fund it.
Mhm.
So always, it's never been perfect, right? I
Right.
always have more capital and I always have more deals and uh, trying to balance it out or next on both sides. But uh, both deals and capitals, they come from your network.
Right.
There's no magic. It's simple. The question is, how many shake hands have you done?
Right.
And how many follow-ups did you make?
Right.
Period. So my challenge right now is to 10x my shake hands.
Mm.
I can't do physical shake hands much more because I'm doing that already.
Right.
So trying to tap into, like you're doing, video contents,
Hmm.
social media contents, and talking about my story on those like a thought leadership
Yeah.
platform.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love
yeah,
that. And that's a lot more leverage is, with your time and your energy and your
yeah,
information because
yeah,
we tend to go to get trapped in that, going to network, going to talk to people, and then the time per value isn't
yeah,
there. Now with social media, you're able to get on in front of the room,
yeah,
in front of these one of the biggest platforms in the world, social media, and speak to the masses about what you have and build relationships through your content. So
yeah.
I think that's big. I think that's huge. So one of the things I had always struggled with real estate was the underwriting aspect of it. We always overthink like we have to, in order to find a deal, we gotta learn how to underwrite, we gotta learn how to do this. Was underwriting one of your strong suits, or was that something
No,
you delegated?
not at all. I have great partners. They are super detailed, super conservative, but still flexible. Those like Excel nerds are
Yeah,
genius.
yeah,
And I can do that. I can read what it came out,
yeah,
but I can do those detail tweaks and everything. If you don't like numbers, Excels, those like detail works, don't do it. Focus on one thing. In my case, networking and capital raising. If you like Excel things, yeah, go do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I like that too. So you got those personality types
yeah,
that one is
exactly.
analytical and one is relational, one is logical, and you could just
Yeah,
pick which one you're good at and lock
exactly.
in on that, and then find people that can, like I call it the Power Rangers. You have your superpower, and then everybody else got there are the
Yeah,
Avengers, whatever Marvel you like.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so bringing them all together and bringing those strengths to the forefront are huge. So right now with family, how is that like balance? Is it what you're doing, trying to reach the top? Is it a challenge to balance the family life and work?
Uh, Not really. You want to start with end in mind
Hmm.
and want to focus on you want to prioritize things, not the urgency, but importance, right?
Right.
So I do. I look at the weekly calendar every Monday, and then make sure I block times
Hmm.
for my important things, like dropping off my kids, cooking and eating with my kids. That's like a two important things every day.
Hmm.
And once a week, I go out for networking, do like a five shake hands, as I said, right? Besides that, I always make sure I drop them off and also I cook and eat with them. And then wake up 4 a.m. I educate myself and I go to gym and practice my golf game. Come back to home 7:30
You
and
gotta have the golf game, right?
let's go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
a
part
full
of the
time.
networking in
I'm a
real
full
estate.
time golfer. No one pays me
Have you
yet.
ever met anybody on the
Oh yeah,
golf?
a lot of big guys. A lot of big guys, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Especially those like exclusive country club if you belong to. That gives you like a big, name badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, not trying to do business within that friendship, but
Yeah.
it just happens. I invest my friends' businesses too. Yeah, so education, exercise, hobby practice, and then 7:30 family, kids, and 8:30 to 9 my work starts, and till 4:30 I don't eat, just
Just work through it.
just work to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, that's a
Midday fasting.
baller schedule. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So That's good that you kind of even got KPIs for that part of your life. And I know you spoke earlier about how you and your wife sat down and planned
Yeah.
the goals for your life and what was important to you guys. How important is that to have that established with your family prior to you going into
Yeah, those like goals help me to break down what I do today. I don't want to my email address to control my time or
right?
my phone calls and text message control my time. I
Mm-hmm.
have a specific time to look at the email and text message.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, my to-do list order is not based on how urgent that is or how easy that is, how
Mm-hmm.
important that
Mm-hmm.
is, like how much capital raise and deal finding leverage can I make with this task,
Right.
and then start with the important things. If it's not important, don't do it, or let somebody else do it, or automate it.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. So, what would you, if a person is just getting started into real estate, would you say go straight into commercial real estate or go into capital raising? Or what would, if I was just getting started, brand new to the industry, what advice would you have for me?
It depends on your end goal,
Mm-hmm.
right? I know a lot of people have financial freedom with single family.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's harder
Mm-hmm.
and it takes time. So my advice would go to commercial real estate, and absolutely you're the average of five people you hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay to go around and ask around within your current network, but also you want to fly out of town to see big people. Mastermind is so
Right.
powerful. Those different communities. That's you're basically paying for the time.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I love it. So, would you say to learn certain skill sets before you get into it, or do you already
No,
adopt
just
those?
just just do it. Even myself after 5 years, again, I'm still learning,
Right.
and probably in 10 years I will be still learning. So there's no like a perfect certificate or degree to start commercial real estate, right? Just
Right.
jump in and learn when you're doing by doing. Yeah, and you figure it out.
Yeah, because that a lot of people think you got to be an agent first, or you got to have a lot of money
No,
first.
no, just do it. Time doesn't stop.
Yeah,
Just do it, guys.
yeah. How old were you when you started?
31,
Okay,
32.
okay. So
Yeah.
you can start whenever.
Yeah, financial freedom after 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that happened fast. So yeah, one big deal in commercial could change your
Yeah.
life.
Big home run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. And
Yeah.
then, do you plan on going into any other asset classes outside of single family? I mean, senior living homes or?
Yeah. So senior living, assisted living facility is a really good cash flow game.
Mhm.
Uh, Almost all of my deals have uh, annualized double-digit cash return.
Mhm.
It might start like a 7% or 6%, but ended up being 20% after 5 years. So annualized average double-digit cash return, right? That is basically paying my bills. I'm trying to do a little faster return,
Mhm.
and my partners who I met through mastermind group again. He's a specialist of hotel conversion. He basically buys BC class hotel and convert it to affordable housing, like a studio apartment, and specifically targeting California fund
Right.
because California has 1 million wait list on affordable housing.
Mhm.
So you convert 100 units hotel and lease it out within 3 months, and the government pays you 10% higher rent than market average.
Mhm.
So usually 5 years hold syndication. I'll give myself, if I can double my investment every 5 years with assisted living facility.
Right.
But hotel conversion, I'm looking for a 2 to 3 years cycle,
Gotcha.
doubling every money every 2 to 3 years. No cash flow though. It's a construction business.
Okay.
So making cash flow from assisted living facility, and this is more of a net worth appreciation
I
game.
love that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so just to break that down for you, so he has one cash flow, and I truly believe this is essential to building wealth as well, is having cash flow and having your capital. having something that turns into capital. It's cash flow and flipping still.
Yeah, yeah,
Like at the end of the day, like always have something that you can make your flips in, and then have something that's driving in that cash flow. That's slowly increasing your bottom line, and then altogether appreciation with real estate because
yeah.
real estate appreciates.
No
So
tax,
yeah,
bonus depreciation.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me something. Tell me something about um your younger self. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you say? What's some of the advice you would have given to him just getting started in the real estate?
Find the right mentor, find the good people. A lot of people give you advice, even on YouTube and podcasts. The contents are all over. I'm going to make sure whoever I'm getting advice is doing what I would like to do in the near future.
Right.
Don't get advice from wrong people. That's number one. And wake up early and be intentional on your day, week, month, and lifetime. Uh, Again, so many content, so much information in nowadays, and we get distracted so easily. So I'm trying myself being really uber focused on one thing every day, every week. That is again connected to my long-term vision. Otherwise, like you get distracted on social media, you see so many success,
Mm.
a lot of fake success on a social media, and you get a FOMO disease, social media disease. But that's, social media doesn't make any money or it doesn't make any happiness. The number of likes doesn't make any happiness. So uber focus on your long-term goal and chop it down to like a daily action plan.
Mm.
Period.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have any coaching that you offer, or do you have a coach or mentor that you have right now?
Uh, Not right, individual coach, not right now, but I belong to a couple of mastermind group and
Mm.
hang out with like-minded people like you in Vegas, cigar bar, whiskey.
The
Uh,
good stuff. We top shelf.
yeah, yeah, very important.
Yeah.
But no, but I'm actually looking for one right now, like having a good success, but I still wanna, go up and go up and go up, getting a little thirsty or a little slower these days.
Mhm.
So I might find something and join.
And
Yeah.
what motivates you now?
Just growth, just growth. Yeah. I want to keep grow. Eventually, my midterm goal is to create my family office
Hmm.
with a family constitution, so that not only my kids but great grandkids or so long down can enjoy the wealth I create in the long run, and hopefully my setup can pay their health, education, or whatever investment challenge in
Yeah.
the long run. Yeah,
That generational wealth for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Being able to pass that down, and that's what we all here for, and that's what we all do it for, is to build that foundation for ourselves and build that financial freedom, time, location, and you said relationship freedom
relationship. Yep.
is everything when it comes to this. And real estate can build that, and putting your money into things, growing assets can do that. So
Yeah, that's our responsibility, guys. We live in like a largest economy and providing the best opportunity in the world. I can guarantee. I came from other country, and you still paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you can start with a paycheck, but if you educate yourself and network every day, work hard, work smarter, we all should be able to achieve those financial freedom. Not only yourself, but also the society and future generations.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. Give us a book or something that you read that they can take with them, and
Uh, Seven Habits
Seven
of
Habits.
Effective People. Napoleon Hill's are good.
Okay. Well, yeah, I appreciate you hopping on, man. We definitely on something big, man. It's about to take off, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to be able to work with you. And I thank you for hopping on with me
Thank you.
today. And tune in with us next time on the Elite Investor Podcast. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.